Hello everybody, this is our third video in the YouTube platform. Now we are going to discuss about a very different topic related to two previous videos which we uploaded for you, my friends. So let's get into it. Here we have coin360.com, which is a very great heat map and overall view about the total situation of the cryptocurrency market. As you can notice, the prices are based in the real time, and the way of their calculation is mostly based on the verified, highly liquidable exchanges such as Binance or HitBTC. So what we can see here in the menu is the type, first of all, which shows us the coins and tokens. Very briefly, if I want to speak, coins have their own special blockchains, but tokens doesn't. Tokens are tenants on other blockchain platforms. That's the main difference between coins and tokens. So when you choose coins and tokens together, you will have the total and overall review of all of the cryptocurrency markets. And as you might notice, the Ethereum tokens, which are very various, made a block which is little bit smaller than the Ethereum itself, but the variety of the tokens here is very outstanding. Each part of the heat map that you want to focus on, when you put your mouse on it, as you can see, the header becomes yellow. So for example, if I want to review more specifically the Ethereum tokens, I can click on it, and so here we are. Each step, when you want to go back to the previous step, you can use this symbol here to hide the filters, or click on the yellow icon to get back to wherever you were before. Meanwhile, if you want to just see the tokens or coins, you can choose them in this menu. For example, I choose coins, so the Ethereum token block is completely erased from the heat map. The heat map is very useful to give you the insight about the current situation of the cryptocurrency market. For example, here we can see the total market is red right now, okay? But for how long? These numbers, these percentages that we see here, for example, the Ethereum minus 3.69%, right? The time frame of the variations in the price and the percentage can be chosen in the second menu. As you can see, it is now on the 1 day time frame. And the way we call it in the literature of cryptocurrency, we call it performance. You already probably know that performance is a word that is used for describing the functionality and output of something, some machinery or whatever. But in the cryptocurrency literature, performance is purely calculated based on the price variation. So I can change the time frame, for example, get it to the 1 month position, and you can see that Bitcoin experienced an outstanding decrease, almost 30%. So the time frame can be chosen here for tokens, coins, or both of them, as you can see. Other thing that is very interesting is the gainers and losers tab right here. In the literature of cryptocurrency markets, based on the time frame that you choose, I can choose 1 day, 7 day, or select a custom date, as you can see here, and put the apply change button in order to apply the time frame that I wish to see. But in the gainers and losers part, if I go back to the 1 day time frame, you see 50, 100, and 200 losers and gainers. You can probably guess that losers here are the coins and tokens which suffer from the biggest drops in the price, and the gainers, of course, are the coins and tokens which get the most price increase. So for example, if I choose 50 gainers in the 1 day time frame, we can see a very comforting green screen right here. But let's just get into the losers. So what I want to make you realize here is that the cryptocurrency markets is a very volatile market. It is in its infancy stage, and there are too many things that should be done. When in the next videos I will speak about the dot-com bubble and other stuff, you will understand that huge risks are taken here and you have to be very careful. Put the greed away, put the fear away too. But the greed is the most important part right now. When a new market appears to the social medias, when it's come to the mouths of every people that you meet every day, that's a warning sign. Believe me, my friends, that's a very great warning sign. You have to be very, very cautious about what you are going to do in the cryptocurrency markets. And the goal of this YouTube account is to get you familiar with various aspects of everything. For example, if I click on the Bitcoin here, I can see that the reliable exchanges that you can trade Bitcoin are listed here, and you can see the trading volume in the past 24 hours and the total market cap, which of course the Bitcoin has the first ranking here and is the biggest cryptocurrency asset in the market. But in the chart, I can go to the trading view platform, which is integrated in almost every financial market, such as the cryptocurrency itself. And I can see that the Bitcoin suffers from a very sharp drop right here. My time frame is of course daily, and I can choose the Bitcoin itself. I mean Bitcoin versus the fiat money. So I will type Bitcoin versus US dollar and click on it, and here we are. We are seeing the sharp decrease here too. So based on the previous videos which I published, we can draw trend lines wherever we want or whatever area we can analyze, but there is something that you can always rely on, and that is the psychology of the market. The psychology of the market is very important. You don't need to memorize every candlestick pattern. You know why? I show you here. Look at this big huge candle here, although it has a shadow which supports it from behind, from the bottom part, but I can see that the previous two candles are red. So there is this candlestick pattern, three black crowd. In the opposite side we have three white soldiers. So this is a warning sign. I can see too many warning signs here which I want to discuss with you. And before doing that, let's just get into it. You can take a screenshot from the screen. For example, you want to share your analysis with friends in social media or whatever, and you can open the chart in a separate page such as this, and in this situation you have more space for doing your analysis, The volume histograms are very more apparent. But let's get into the technical analysis which I wanted to discuss with you. Here we are. I don't want to even look at the trend line right now. Before looking into the trend line, let's suppose that we are here. What I can see in the next two candles, is suspicion. You know why? Little body of the candle means the price of the opening and the closing in the daily time frame are very close together, and shadows shows anxiety, shows the fear, the greed. So every time you see these kind of candles, the trends are probably reversed. You can see it all over the chart, here, 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 right? Well, so if I'm here and the next 2 days I see these two candles, I would be cautious. And the next day when I see this red candle, well, that's the exit point, which now I can mention that trend line, which is also somehow related to the trend line, or for example, resistance area. Never stick to the very precise numbers. You have a resistance area here, which can be represented by too many lines, as I can put them into the chart and you can see it. It's very obvious. The price reacted to these areas 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. So it's probable, based on the candlestick patterns that I say, that the price will be getting to lose its strength in the uptrend levels. Meanwhile, the next candles are showing the same thing here. So you see 1 or 2 candles which are representing somehow hope, but you have to stop to get the verification by the next candle. After these 2 candles, you see another red candle. So no, that's not the entry point. You have to be patient to get into the better price zones. Why I say no here? Because of this one. This one is a very sharp decreasing candle. And also remember that we were in the high resistance zones. Well, what will happen next? Another drop off? And now what we can see is a downtrend. What is downtrend, my friend? Downtrends, let's picture them in a different chart, exemplar chart. You see, downtrends are like this. Imagine these lines are candlestick patterns. We call these points as highs and these ones as lows. When you have lower lows and lower highs, then you have a downtrend. I imagine you can picture the uptrend now. Just think about it. Uptrend is exactly the opposite side of the downtrend. So we will speak about them in more details later. What can you see here is a downtrend. Lower high, lower low. After that, you have a side trend. Nothing especially in the highs or lows can be analyzed here. That's again a suspicion zone, fear zone, hope zone, waiting zone, whatever you want to call it. Well, I will speak more about the volumetric analysis and the volume histograms. There is a reason behind this histogram here, which is not apparent in previous and next histograms. You know what is that? That is the hope.